2% of all public school teachers in this country are black male educators. And we understand that a larger percentage of black and brown students are in our public school systems. So there's a very, very underrepresented group there that need our support, that need someone that looks like them, someone that they can look up to, that is in the classrooms teaching them, and also be an advocate for them in their learning. BMEA is a collection of educators, mentors, and community stakeholders who come together and understand that like having black male educators in the classroom is super important to just the status of education as a whole. What we're trying to do is recruit more black men into education, develop them, have them sustain a long-term career in education, and then also help them spread the idea that culturally responsive education is the only way that we can teach black and brown students, or all students. And the studies show that, black male educators have an impact on graduation rates. We decrease dropout rates, we decrease suspensions. It's all around, it's a beneficial mission for everyone, and we know that the impact is tremendous.
Me being a black male educator inside of a school is more than being a disciplinarian. A lot of our students need black males for role models and also just mentor purposes. And so initially I got in it for that purpose, just so I can kind of learn how I can be a better mentor. Over the past 2 years since I've actually been a part of the organization, it's just kind of lit that fire. I'm in the process of becoming a teacher, an elementary education teacher. BMEA has just shown me that no matter where you start off, and this is for our students too, no matter where you start off, as long as you have a desire to do something special, it's a group of people out here that has some of the same interests that you have in making, the world a better place.
We have 2 fellowships that we offer to educators. The first fellowship is for our new educators, if you will, 0 to 2 years. It's called the Early Career Teachers Fellowship. And it's centered around our liberated learners framework. Ultimately, there are 4 pillars: authentic relationships, academic rigor, culturally responsive teaching, and restorative practices. So our goal really is to develop capacity. You're fresh out of college, you just got your certification, and you're headed into the classroom, and we want to provide you with a learning community, like-minded individuals, people who you can learn and grow with, but then build your capacity, seriously. It's really important for us to ensure that when you go into the classroom, you feel confident pedagogically, you feel great about who you are as a person. All those things are important to us, but that you can really execute. The next fellowship that we offer is just the BMEA Fellowship, Black Male Educators Alliance Michigan Fellowship, and that's a co-ed fellowship for our veteran educators. It's also centered in the Liberated Learners framework. However, we're going deeper. So we're spending more time really talking about how you establish rapport, how you build what Zaretta Hammond calls a learning partnership with students to push them to become those independent learners.
When COVID happened, we couldn't just stop completely. So me being over technology, I just kind of put on my thinking cap and thought about how do we leverage different tools to still be able to reach audiences, still be able to grow, and ultimately have the impact that we've been known for in the community. So we started off by doing virtual events, found ways to make it fun. So it wasn't like another boring PD or like you back at work again. We wanted to bring certain aspects that made our in-person events lively. We wanted to bring that to the online. So having music and just like a family-like atmosphere, as well as just engaging speakers and different topics that were relevant to the time, but also applicable to just education even going forward, whether you're virtual or in person in a school.
When I first stepped into a classroom, into a school, I realized alarmingly that there wasn't enough black men in the building and that kids gravitated to me being the anomaly in that space. In order for us to make any type of change, we have to be there and we have to be advocates for our students. And so to me, it only made sense to get behind this idea of actively recruiting black men into education.